Can you believe that the most famous intersection in the world today was once just an empty dirt field? Forget the neon lights and modern tourist traps of today's Hollywood. We are going back, way back, to witness the birth of an empire through 40 unbelievable rare photographs from 1900 to 1960. From the raw construction of the iconic Hollywood Bowl to secret drive-ins shaped like giant beer mugs that have long since vanished from the map, you are about to see the golden age like never before. Buckle up, because the Hollywood you think you know is about to be completely transformed before your eyes. Let's step into the time machine. Take a look at Annetta Court back in 1928, located at 5154 Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. See that central walkway? It splits the sidewalk, leading your eyes straight through the heart of the complex. Even though those apartments are long gone today, those iconic palm trees still stand, remaining some of the tallest in all of Hollywood. Step into the year 1928 at the Muller Brothers service station on Sunset Boulevard. Look at that classic car receiving full service at the gas pumps. The Mullers were true pioneers. Jacob Muller arrived in 1893 and opened Hollywood's very first meat market. He even started the first ice company before shifting gears into this business. Their family home once stood right here at the corner of Sunset and Ivar, a spot that eventually became the RKO building in 1963, known today as the Los Angeles Film School. Behold this stunning panoramic view of Hollywood in 1928, looking east down Hollywood Boulevard from the tower of the First National Bank. On the right, you can't miss the Christie Hotel at 6724 Hollywood Boulevard. Notice its unique architecture, divided into 3 towers, with those 3 distinct rounded triangular dormer windows peeking out from the roofline. This was the heart of the Golden Era's skyline. Now we're looking west down the boulevard from Grauman's Egyptian Theatre in 1928. On the left, check out the signs for Grauman's, the Citizens National Trust and Savings Bank, and that same Christie Hotel we just saw. Way off in the distance, you can spot the El Capitan Theater. And on the right, that towering structure is the First National Bank building. The streets are buzzing with those classic cars, truly the golden age of Hollywood traffic. Travel back to 1925, catching a glimpse of the southwest corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Las Palmas. Look at that elaborate sign on the roof for Poly Ice Cafe, written in that beautiful underlined script. You can see 3 women and a man relaxing on a bench outside, while others linger on the sidewalk near those early vintage cars. Right next door, the Grauman's sign hangs vertically in front of the theater, with the Christie Hotel standing tall just to the west. A perfect snapshot of daily life in the 20s. Look at this breathtaking view from 1928, looking southeast toward Hollywood Boulevard from the Hollywood Hills. This shot was taken right behind the pagoda, just down the slope from the Bernheimer estate, now the famous Yamashiro restaurant. From left to right, you can spot the icons: the First National Bank, Hollywood Hotel, El Capitan, Grauman's Chinese Theater, and the majestic Roosevelt Hotel. It's the ultimate map of old Hollywood's glory, seen through the palm fronds. Check out this view from 1928, looking west on Hollywood Boulevard from McCadden Place. In the distance, the legendary Grauman's Chinese Theater begins to emerge. But look to the right, dominating the skyline is the First National Bank building. It stands 13 stories tall, a stunning blend of Art Deco and Gothic styles, perched right on the northeast corner of Highland and Hollywood. It's a true architectural masterpiece of its time. Welcome to the iconic Montmartre Café in 1924. You can't miss the name, proudly displayed on the rooftop and the corner of the building, and again right above the entrance on the right. To the left, you'll find the entrance to a hair store and the C. to Toberman Company. Take a look at those 6 windows on the second floor. Each one has its own stylish awning. This was the place to be seen in the early days of Hollywood. Fast forward to 1928, and the Montmartre Café is more popular than ever. Located on Hollywood Boulevard between Highland and McCadden, just look at that massive illuminated sign on the roof. Below it, another sign features Roy Fox's orchestra, a clear signal of the jazz age. See the crowd? Dozens of people are lining up just to get a taste of the cafe's famous atmosphere as classic cars cruise past the entrance. Witness the exterior of the RKO Studios entrance on Gower Street in 1928, located right at the corner of Gower and Melrose Avenue. RKO was one of the Big 5 studios during Hollywood's golden age. It was born from a massive merger involving Joseph P. Kennedy's film office and the Keith Albee Orpheum Circuit, all under the control of RCA. This move was orchestrated by David Sarnoff to create a market for RCA's sound-on-film technology, known as photophone. By the mid-1940s, the studio would later fall under the control of investor Floyd Oldham. Look at the sheer scale of this. It's 1932, and a massive bust of King Kong is being transported by flat car between RKO film sets. This giant model, consisting of the head, neck, and upper chest, was crafted from wood, cloth, rubber, and bearskin. Inside, 3 operators worked metal levers and an air compressor to control the mouth and facial expressions. Those fangs are 10 inches long, and the eyeballs are a full 12 inches wide. If built to full scale, this King Kong would stand between 30 and 40 feet tall. Zooming into 1940 for a close-up of the RKO Radio Picture Studio. Standing tall at the northeast corner of Melrose and Gower, you can't miss the massive posters for the film Victoria the Great. RKO was a powerhouse of creativity, producing 2 of the most iconic films in cinema history, The Mighty King Kong and the legendary Citizen Kane. It was truly the heart of Hollywood's golden age. Witness the birth of a landmark in 1927, the Melrose Hotel under construction at Wilton Place and Melrose Avenue. Designed by the renowned S. Charles Lee, this historic building was also known as the Melrose Arms and later the Monte Cristo Island Apartments. Throughout its long history, it served as both a hotel and residences, with bustling commercial shops lining the first floor, a true architectural staple of Hollywood's growth. Check out this cool snapshot from 1927, a gas station belonging to the California Eastern Oil Company. It sat right on the northeast corner of Melrose Avenue and Wilton Place. In the distance, just across the street, you can see the Melrose Hotel we just talked about. And don't miss the gas station attendant looking incredibly stylish in those dark sunglasses. Even pumping gas in the 1920s had a certain Hollywood flair. Gaze upon the southwest corner of Melrose Avenue and Gramercy Place in 1927, home to the completed Hollywood Melrose Hotel. That same year, the Los Angeles Times ran a headline, "Another Masterpiece from Architect S. Charles Lee." For years, this hotel was the premier choice for celebrities, diplomats, and high-profile figures. Just look at that intricate facade. It's no wonder it became such a magnet for the elite. Check out this side view from 1928 of the Hollywood Storage Company building at 1025 North Highland Avenue. This massive structure was designed by the firm Morgan, Walls and Clements in a beautiful Spanish colonial revival style. Completed in 1925, it stood as a giant landmark in the area. Look at how it towers over the nearby lumber yard and building material shops, a true monument of industrial architecture. Take in this vast panoramic view from 1929 looking north from the Hollywood Storage Company at the intersection of Santa Monica Boulevard and Highland Avenue. The foreground is packed with commercial lots and industrial buildings, giving way to endless rows of houses. Look toward the horizon just before the mountains where those high-rises stand tall. You can see Highland Avenue stretching out on the right, and if you look closely at the hills, a lone letter H stands out clearly, the beginning of a legend. Change your perspective to the southwest in this 1929 panorama from the top of the Hollywood Storage Company. Down in the lower left, you can clearly see the intersection of Romaine Street and Mansfield Avenue. Look at all that open space, large empty lots waiting to be developed as the city expands toward the horizon. It's a rare look at the varying density of Hollywood before it became the urban jungle we know today. Witness a moment of aviation history in 1927 inside the Lockheed Aircraft Company in Hollywood. This is the very first Vega 1, named the Golden Eagle, nearly finished and ready to take flight. Lockheed built 28 of these Vega 1 models right here at their factory on Sycamore Street. By 1928, as production shifted to the improved Vega 5, the company moved to a new home in Burbank, California. But it all started here in the heart of Hollywood. Meet the old gang in 1928, 7 men standing proudly next to a plane at the Lockheed factory in Hollywood. From left to right, we have Frank Crane, Jimmy Gershler, Dan Egger, Jerry Volte, Rick Von Hake, and Vard Wallace. These were the minds and the muscle behind some of the most advanced aviation tech of the era, a true brotherhood of innovators right in the heart of the movie capital. Behold the grand scale of the Hollywood Bowl in 1928. From high above, you can see the iconic shell, the stage, and the massive grandstands nestled right into the hills. This architectural marvel was designed by Lloyd Wright and completed just that same year. Look at how the surrounding area is beginning to develop, with houses dotting the slopes. It was the perfect stage for the magic of music under the stars. Get a close-up look at the Hollywood Bowl stage on July 12, 1929, as an orchestra rehearses under the massive shell. For the 1929 season, Allied architects built the shell using transite material over a metal frame. While its acoustics weren't quite as perfect as Lloyd Wright's earlier designs, it was still considered a success. In fact, its sleek lines and stark white semicircular arches became the blueprint, copied by shell structures all over the world. Look at this incredible bird's-eye view from July 12, 1929, showing the sheer magnitude of the Hollywood Bowl. You can see the orchestra practicing on stage, looking like tiny dots inside that massive shell. Notice the layout of the seating area, fanning out across the hillside to accommodate thousands of spectators. Below the stage, a small parking lot is already filled with those classic 1920s cars. It's a perfect perspective on how this venue became an engine for Los Angeles culture. Glance back at Hollywood in 1929, looking north from Santa Monica Boulevard and Highland Avenue. The streets are wide and quiet, a far cry from the modern hustle. If you look closely into the distance, you can see a streetcar making its way down the tracks. These electric cars were the lifeline of the city, connecting neighborhoods before the era of massive freeways. It's a peaceful, almost suburban look at an area that would soon become a global metropolis. Travel back to 1925, looking north on Vine Street from Barton Avenue. Look closely at the horizon. The iconic Hollywoodland sign stands proudly on the hills. To your left, you'll see the Vine Street Elementary School, and further down at the northwest corner of Vine and Romaine sits the DWP's distributing station number 6. The street is wide and open, with early automobiles paving the way for the future of this world-famous boulevard. Check out this unique combination in 1929. At 766 North Vine Street, right south of Waring Avenue, you'd find a two-pump Texaco gas station sharing the lot with the Canteen Magnus Root Beer restaurant. It featured full curb service, allowing you to fuel up your car and your stomach at the same time. Today, the restaurant Oinkster stands right where this historic Texaco and Magnus shop once welcomed weary travelers. Get a closer look at the Magnus Root Beer Drive-In around 1929, located near the corner of Waring Avenue and Vermont Street. This building is a prime example of programmatic architecture, with the central tower designed to look just like a giant beer mug. The sign on that massive stein reads, "It's fine in the Stein." The National Canteen Company built several of these quirky drive-ins across California, including two right here in Hollywood. Just look at the long line of staff ready to serve, a true taste of vintage hospitality. Look south down Vine Street in 1929, where the Vine Street Theatre stands at number 1615. Today, we know it as the Ricardo Montalban Theatre. Check out that massive banner out front announcing Andy Wright's Philadelphia with an all-star cast. Right next door, you'll find the Savoy Auto Park. Want to park your classic ride? It'll cost you just 15 cents a day or a full month for only $4. Now that is a Hollywood bargain. Now we're looking north on Vine Street in 1929, giving us another angle of the Vine Street Theatre. Once again, you see that bold banner for Andy Wright's Philadelphia with an all-star cast, with matinees on Thursdays and Saturdays. Look across the intersection to the right, and you'll spot the iconic Taft Building, standing tall at the southeast corner of Hollywood and Vine. It was the premier office address for the movie industry's biggest names. Witness the transformation in 1932 as the former Vine Street Theatre becomes the Mirror Theatre. The marquee is buzzing, showing Ladies of the Jury, the cult classic Freaks starring Layla Hyams, and a short film by the legendary duo Laurel and Hardy. Check out that bold sign across the top. All the best talkies and only 25 cents, kiddies 10 cents. It was the ultimate destination for affordable Hollywood entertainment during the Great Depression. Experience the buzz of the 1930s as a studio audience gathers outside the Lux Radio Playhouse in Hollywood. This building has seen it all, starting as the Vine Street Theatre before becoming the Mirror Cinema. Now it's the home of the Columbia Broadcasting System's legendary radio shows. Look at the crowd in their finest hats and coats, waiting for that live broadcast magic to begin. This was where Hollywood's biggest stars brought movies to the airwaves. Fast forward to the glamorous opening night of October 2nd, 1954. The stars have arrived at the brand new $1 million Huntington Hartford Theatre, formerly the Vine Street Theatre. The marquee is lit up for Helen Hayes in What Every Woman Knows, and you can feel the excitement as movie fans cheer from the bleachers while celebrities walk into the lobby. It's a night of pure Hollywood prestige and a new chapter for this historic venue. Lose yourself in the glow of Hollywood at night during the 1930s. Captured from high up in the hills, the city transforms into a sea of shimmering lights. While the bright spots dazzle, the shadows hide the secrets of the movie capital. Right in the foreground, you can spot the American Legion building, completed in 1929 with its distinct pyramidal roof. It's a hauntingly beautiful reminder that Hollywood never truly sleeps. Take a closer look at the striking Hollywood Post 43 of the American Legion in 1929. Located at 2035 North Highland Avenue, this architectural gem stands as a powerful tribute to veterans. Starting in an old church building on El Centro, this post grew to be the largest in the state, boasting over 1,200 members by the late 20s. Notice that massive cannon out front. It serves as a bold reminder of service and sacrifice right in the hills of Hollywood. Behold the grand opening of the American Legion Post 43 on July 4th, 1929. Those classic cars parked in front belong to the very first guests of this historic landmark. Known affectionately as the Legion of the Stars, this post had a truly elite membership, including legends like Clark Gable, Ronald Reagan, and even Stan Lee. It wasn't just a building for veterans, it was a place where Hollywood's finest came to serve and connect. Who says grocery shopping can't be stylish? This is the exterior of a Ralph's grocery store in 1929, located at 5711 to 5717 Hollywood Boulevard. Designed by the elite firm Morgan, Walls and Clements, it features a breathtaking mix of Gothic and Churrigueresque styles. Founded in 1873 by George Albert Ralphs, the company always hired top-tier architects to ensure their stores were as beautiful as they were functional. Even buying milk was a grand experience in old Hollywood. Travel back to 1929 for a look at the Mandarin Market at 1234 to 1248 Vine Street. This stunning Chinese-themed complex was advertised as one of the first drive-in markets in Los Angeles. Designed by architect Henry L. Goggerty, the same man who later engineered the sliding soundproof walls for Howard Hughes's massive Spruce Goose project. Notice that delivery truck parked out front? It's loaded with cases of Dorado Club soda, a popular brand of the era. It's where exotic design met the modern convenience of the automobile. Get a closer look at the Mandarin Market in 1929, where shopping met exotic flair. Under those ornate Chinese eaves, you can see specialized sections for meat, vegetables, and fruit, all clearly labeled with signs high above the stalls. Right in the center, a massive rooftop sign identifies it as a W.M. May Davy Company enterprise. Look at those classic cars parked right at the curb. It was the ultimate in convenience and style for the residents of Hollywood. The night comes alive in 1961 at the Hollywood Ranch Market on Vine Street. Look at that massive neon sign screaming, "We never close." It was a legendary 24-hour spot where you could grab groceries or hit the snack bar at any hour. If you look closely at the roofline, you can still see the ghosts of the past, the pointed Chinese-style eaves from its original days as the Mandarin Market. It's a perfect mix of old-world architecture and the bright neon-fueled energy of the 1960s. Admire the elegant brickwork of Mullen and Bluette clothing store in 1929, perfectly positioned at the legendary corner of Hollywood and Vine. This two-story building features 3 distinct peaks and beautiful tiled roofing. Look closely and you'll spot signs for neighboring shops, Ruse Bros to the right and B.H. Dias Company to the left. Down on the street, you can clearly see the trolley tracks running through the heart of the boulevard. It was the height of Hollywood's sophisticated retail era. This 60-year journey through these 40 hauntingly beautiful archives has come to an end, but the soul of Hollywood lives on in every brick and boulevard we've seen today. From the quiet trolley tracks of the 1920s to the shimmering neon nights of the 1960s, which era stole your heart? Was it the grand elegance of the theaters or the simple peace of the early hills? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below right now. If you loved this trip through time, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next historical adventure. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next chapter of history.